Good morning, everyone. It's Kirsten from Referral Crafts. Today is Tuesday, September 8th. I just wanted to hop on real quick and show you guys the few things that I did this past week. I didn't do too much, mainly because we went away for Labor Day weekend. We went up to Slovenia. I don't know how to pronounce the town. It's really weird. I think it's like Ljubljana or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird. But we went up there and just spent some time exploring the city. It was our last big trip before we leave Europe. So we wanted to go up there this weekend. And while we were up there, I did a few things, not much. Well, I guess it's kind of a lot actually. But I'm going to show you the things that I did and finished before we left to go up there. Let's see. The first thing that I did is last time, I don't know if I finished this last time. I don't think so. But I was working on a knitted Ross hat and I was like about halfway done with it and I finished it. This is the colorway. I got it right here. Sandbar stripe. It is a red heart. Is it super? No, red heart with love stripes. It's a 4-weight yarn. Very simple, easy to do beanie. I really like the ribbing at the bottom, and I love the way it decreases. Try and show you guys. Love it. So, first thing I did. So I'm just gonna pop that in there. Next thing that I did before we left was I did my next Harry Potter square from my niece's blanket. And as you can tell, it is the Gryffindor. Oh, wow, I cannot. It is the Gryffindor colors. So, it's the third square that I have done. So, I have the Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw. No, this is Hufflepuff. This is Ravenclaw. Yeah. I don't know. But now I have my Gryffindor one to go along with it. And then, so that's all that I did before we left. I did do some more on my other niece's blanket, the Shell's blanket, but I did like nothing. I did maybe 1 or 2 rounds or color changes. So it's not even worth really showing you guys. I probably should, but it's all the way on the other side of the room, so I'm not even gonna go over there. The next thing that I did was my last house square. So, Slytherin house. So I started this before we left, but I had only gotten up to like maybe right here before we left. So most of this was finished in the car right up there, and then the rest that night in the hotel. So I finished this Friday night. So I started this Thursday night and finished it Friday night. So that was that. And then what else did I do? Which one did I finish first? I think I finished this first. Well, I'm gonna show you this. So I don't have it out. It is in this bag. So when I placed my Hirschner's. When I placed my big Hirschner's order, I got a bunch of the Premier Bloom chunky yarn. I got 3 different colors. This one right here is Poppy, so I got that one. Put it right there. And then I got Hydrangea, which is right here. And then I only got 3 balls of this because I wanted to just try it. The other one I got was Wildflower. And all the Premier Bloom Chunky Yarn. It's 100% acrylic. It's a size 5 bulky, 3.5 ounces, and 109 yards. So I did a knitted Ross hat using the chunky yarn with the bloom. And this is how it came out. Yeah. I do like this yarn. It's very soft. The only thing is, I don't know if I like the way the pattern came out. Because, like, if you're familiar with the bloom, you know, like, there's supposed to be, like, a flower kind of design. It does not look like it at all like that. Even if I turn it upside down, it doesn't really look like a flower too much. So it's kind of disappointing. And then even, like, obviously it's not going to really turn out too well with the decreasing. But, I don't know. Wasn't really a fan of it. I do like the colors, especially like the aqua and like the purples. I do like that. I just wish the flower was... Alright, sorry about that, guys. My video or camera just completely stopped recording on me, and I came back on to to pick up where I left off. And when I was done, I like finished the rest of my video, went to go and edit it and put the two clips together. And the second half was completely gone, so now I got to redo this, which is fine. It's fine. I get to talk about the yarn, maybe say something that I didn't say before. But anyways, when I left off, I was talking about the Bloom Chunky yarn. And how, like, the flower, you can't really see the flower design at all, and how I wish the stripes weren't so big, I guess. But yeah, I do like this yarn. It's definitely very soft. I love it. The only thing is, this hat is not long enough to fit my head. I believe it comes to, like, right here. Excuse me. Like to my inner, like to the middle of my ear, so it's not as long as I like, and it just doesn't feel comfortable on my head. So this hat would definitely be going to my daughter, probably. But yeah, I just wish I had, if I had kept going with the main body of the hat before I started decreasing. So if I had gone maybe another inch or two, this hat would fit me. I had more than enough yarn to do that, because this is how much I have left. But I didn't. I thought that this was going to be good, but it's not. And as if you were a knitter, you know that it's hard to try on a hat to see if it still fits, because of the knitting needles condense or squishes everything together. And when you go and try and put it on, you don't get the same effect as if you were crocheting a hat. But it's fine. My daughter will like this hat. She likes purple and blues, and the flowers are kind of pinkish, so she'll definitely like this. So yeah, Ross hat, but in the chunky yarn or bulky yarn. That was another project that I had finished. The next, I did start another knitted hat with the bloom, and I was doing it in the color hydrangea. So these are the colors. Now I did try pulling from the center, but when I pulled, all it was, the yarn that came out was the flower part of it, and I didn't really want that to be the beginning of the hat. So I just pulled from the outside. I mean, I didn't get very far. This is as far as I got. The only thing is, I have to rip this all out because I messed up, which is fine because I was only on the second. I just did the foundation row, and then I just did the first row after that. But the only reason why I messed up is because I was doing this in the car ride coming home from Croatia, and I started getting sick in the car, so couldn't do that anymore. Did I show you guys that? No, I didn't. So, but I will definitely be, redoing that to hopefully have that done for you guys next week. The next thing that I did was my first actual picture graph of my Harry Potter blanket for my niece. Now the yarn that I used for the background was, I think it was Bernat Super Value in the color navy. I don't have the ball band because literally all I had was like a cake that was like about this size, maybe a little bit bigger, of the navy. And then I used for the other two colors, the Premier Basics yarn. So, and it is the Golden Snitch. So as you can see, the background looks like it's black, but it's not. It's just a dark navy. And I think that this came out really well. It's really nice. The stitch marker right here means that this is the front side, or the right side of my work. And that is the wrong side. I mean, they both look the same, but you can definitely tell, like right here, where I weaved in some of my ends. But it came out good. So I was really pleased with that. So that's my first picture square that I did. Besides, I mean, these aren't really pictures, but they are the house color. This is the house color squares. Let's see if I hold this up long enough, maybe this will be my thumbnail for this video. Smile. I don't know. So yeah, did that, finished this. Really, really happy to finish. Actually, I did that in a day. We weren't really doing much. Not yesterday. Sunday. We weren't really doing too much Sunday up in Slovenia, so every time we went back to the hotel room, I was able to get a few rows done. The next one that I did, or that I started, I should say, is the Deathly Hollows square. This one is a little bit more difficult to do, which you wouldn't think that because it's only two colors, black and white. But when you start one color and then you have to go into another color for like one or two blocks and then go back to the other color and then another color for one block, another color for like one or two more blocks. It's a lot of back and forth. I have over here, which I don't know if I can pick them all up. I'll try. I have like a bunch of little mini cakes of the black and white, so that way I'm not cutting yarn so much. But it's still not really working out too well for me. So I'll show you the back. So the back looks like a hot mess. It's a hot mess. But that's fine. It's fine. This is the front. This is how it's coming out so far. If I can pull it closer. There we go. That's how it's coming out so far. The blue stitch marker just means that this is the front side or the right side of the work. I like this. I like how it's coming out. The only thing is, I don't like the white like right between the black. But that's only because like this is all white going up. There is no black in this row. So what I'm thinking of doing is like when I'm done, I might take some black yarn and just like kind of like stitch over it to kind of connect it maybe. I don't know. I'll try it and see how I like it. If not, just tear it out. But yeah, that's the start of my Deathly Hollows. Definitely coming along. I will definitely have that done by tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow night the latest, yeah. But that is it for my corner to corner Harry Potter blanket. Just those 3 squares are done plus this one, so 3.5. A couple of knitted hats. I did make a little bit of progress. I don't know if I said this before or not, but I did make some progress on my other niece's blanket, the shells pattern, but not enough. I think I only did two more rounds of color changes, so it's not even worth to show you guys. It's all the way on the other side of the living room, so it's not even worth getting up and showing you guys. But that's it. That's all that I have to share with you guys. Yeah, not too much. Didn't really do. I mean, it seems like I did a lot, but I really didn't. We had a great time on our little vacation up in Slovenia. It seems like that this trip that we just took is going to be our last big trip here in Europe, especially with the numbers and cases of COVID going up throughout Europe. Not so much, I guess, yes, here in Italy, but more so in other countries. We really wanted to do France and go to Paris, but we had that trip completely planned already and booked, but we had to cancel it because technically my husband is not allowed to go there right now because of the increased number of cases. So hopefully they get their act together and we are allowed to go there before we leave here in December, but it's not looking like that. So this past weekend was probably our last trip outside of the country, possibly even within Italy. It is what it is. We already told my son that we would come back, and in a few years we might plan a trip and come back just to go and do Paris and then possibly Ireland and Scotland, depending on how things go. But it's life, I guess. It's the times we live in. I'm just blabbing now. I guess that's it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you all enjoy your week, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye, everybody.